The Kings and Daughter Podcast.
Yeah, we back. New show, new episode. This is episode 31. Yeah, we live, man. I just told you we was live. Look at it. Now you give me the stupid face. I don't get that, man. What's going on? We got my man Ron Paul in the building. Finally,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
He's live over there.
Haven't seen him in a
we
minute.
Live over there. We
When
live
was
over
the
there.
last time I
over
saw
there.
you? Like about a year or so ago?
Yeah. You was over at the pizza spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And now we here to talk the shits and bullshits right here. You know what I'm saying? All the shits and giggles. What's the hashtag this episode?
The hashtag this episode is Kamikaze. Brought to you by Eminem.
Okay, Eminem sneaky dropping this week. We're gonna talk about that. I want to talk about they got the salute to the people out in Jacksonville. You know they had that shooting on with the Madden game and all of that.
Man.
We're gonna talk about
That's
that.
horrible.
I got some Trump news. Trump-esque news. You know what I'm saying going on. What you got for us today?
I just wanted to take this time to talk about some local news in Waterbury.
Okay, all right. So what you want to start with the local news first?
Yeah, I'll do the local news.
All right, go ahead, kick it off.
Well, basically what happened in Waterbury, Connecticut, there was this man, I guess he actually had a child with this woman, and he basically killed her and knocked out the son while he was killing the mother. And basically they're saying that it was probably like some old love, like he was scorned, and she was married to another man. So the husband came home and he found her dead.
So wait a minute, you mean her side piece killed her? Knocked out the kid.
His son.
And wait.
She got
I'm confused.
by the side piece.
Yeah. Well, they was actually in a relationship years ago. I guess 11 or so years ago, whatever, to make the child and everything. And then I guess they left, and then she ended up getting remarried. Well, married to someone, and then I guess this dude was like bugging out, and then he went, tied the boy up, knocked him out, and then killed the mother.
So let me just get this clear. That's the boy's father.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the side piece, he's not the side piece. He's actually the original baby daddy then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But he's still a side piece because she married to another guy.
But was she still messing with him too?
Don't know. There's the police, the detectives and everything are thinking like something was going on, because why would this man do
Just
this
randomly
after all
do
these
that.
years?
Right.
He's in jail?
Yeah.
All right. So
He was on a $7 million bond.
Well,
That's a hard one to go on, man, because I don't even know how to start with that. Like, because there's so many different questions I have for that. Like,
Yeah.
how do you like? I don't know. I don't even know where to start with that one.
How do you knock your son out?
Exactly.
How do you? I mean, wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
I think
the
you need to
cerebral.
bring your mic a little bit down so they can see Ron Paul's face. There you go. There, a little bit more.
Right there?
Just a little bit more.
Hold on, I'll fix
drop
this.
that part. Yeah,
I'll
pause.
fix.
You know what I mean? Just so they can see you over his shoulder. You know what I mean? You know, make sure
Let me
he's
drop this a
visual.
little bit. Is that better?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's much better. That's much better.
But
Yeah, that's still much
Yeah,
better.
that's a crazy story, man. But
That is some sicko shit.
you gotta
man.
find, it's kind of hard to justify, crazy behaviors like that. But I gotta hear before I form an
his
opinion.
psychological background.
No, not the psychological. I want to know what's his reasons.
Exactly. Like, I need to know, like, if they was still fucking around and maybe she was still lying or she was.
I mean,
And even that's still not a reason to kill anybody. Don't get me wrong. That's not a reason to kill anybody. But
it's
we can
like I told you,
understand
we
more.
talked about killing before. We talked about a gentleman. He had mental issues. He killed his own brother over a hot dog.
Right.
And that's crazy.
Now,
Your own brother.
That's stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that be sometimes it's mental issues that's with
Right.
that.
That
So
cause
now
it.
I don't know. These days you can't tell why a person just wigged out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Granted, there's numerous tell signs that we are just coming to find out now. That's what's going on. I don't want to try to block his face either. That's going on, right? But we need to know the whole story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there's a lot more to it.
It's
I'm
got to
pretty
be more to it.
I
We
already
gotta
know
see
there's
more
more
of it.
to
We
it,
got to
and
get more
it's
to it
like-
because it's
Well,
got.
we're gonna have to do an update on that story.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come
Yeah,
back on that.
we're gonna-
All right, so let me lighten up the fucking mood, man. First of all, we got it. We went too deep
Yeah,
and
he
heavy.
went hardcore,
Like,
like
you went
something
deep
that
into
you-
hardcore. Now,
Local.
mine's is a little suspect. I saw it online. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I just wanted to bring it up to you guys and see what you guys would think about this subject. So, the Queen Aretha Franklin passed away.
Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, right? And at her funeral, the pastor was there, and he was talking and, giving his sermon. And I don't know why, but Ariana Grande was there. I don't know why she was there.
That's
just
a PR move.
Exactly. Just randomly, she's there, right? The pastor has his arm around her.
Yeah, I seen it.
Kind of cuffing her titty a little bit.
Yeah.
Just getting a quick little feel. He might have been giving her blessings. I don't know.
Oh, he was giving her blessings. He was giving her hands on.
They both was getting blessed.
You never know.
Well, he was getting blessed.
And, And I have this real question is really really for you.
Was it a black pastor?
I have a question. Yeah, it was a black pastor, but I have this question.
Go ahead.
Just hold off for your thoughts, Ron Paul, because this is a deeper question for Dawoud, because Dawoud be bashing women. You know what I'm saying? So I got a question for Dawoud.
Do you hear that? He said I be bashing women. I love women.
He shitted on Nicki Minaj. He called her a whore. He called her a whore, all right? Because she was dating numerous people. That's what he said.
What we talking about was the publicity stuff.
But we gonna get into that later. Wait. Ariana Grande.
Grande meaning big.
She's really petite though.
I know, but something's big.
But she just broke up with Mac Miller.
Oof.
And now she's with the new this new actor. Actually, he's a comedian / actor. I forgot his name. He used to be on Wild 'N Out.
Is he Miller Mac?
He's white. No, but whatever. He is. But she's dating him now.
Hold on. Let me add to that. Wasn't she dating Big Sean?
And she was dating Big Sean, and she left Big Sean for.
I told you,
which
Grande.
one?
No, she left Big Sean because her father didn't approve of the lyric.
Of him, exactly.
The lyric that he said about her.
Real reason. Father didn't approve, because what did she do right after? Went straight to the Mac Miller. Anyway.
I thought he was talking about the watch, but he's
No, I'm talking about the skin color. Exactly. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about with Ariana. But this is my thing. But she seemed kind of happy getting felt up by him, by the pastor on the stage.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go. What do you think about her? What is your opinions about her frivolousness?
I think Grande is the proper name for her, because I think maybe she's Grande. You saying she's petite, but she might be grande.
So what you're saying is
you might be throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
She has one of these.
You might be throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Did you ever see
You ever throw a hot dog down the hallway?
Yes. Pause. Yo,
I mean,
his old school ass jokes be making me laugh though. That's what
but peep it. I mean, I can imagine this like.
But you ain't calling her what you called the Queen Nikki.
Listen.
No, that's what I want to hear.
What do you want to hear?
I want to hear what you called Nikki. What you was calling.
You want to know if she's a slur slut?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
She's a slut bag. She's a bag of sluts.
Oh, so
I hear the jingle.
So she's driving around with a bag of cocks. That's what you say.
No, she has driving around with cocks in her mouth.
Okay, good. There you go.
So she got grande cocks in her.
Grande cocks.
See,
she likes BBC.
I just wanted him to keep the same energy.
Yeah, I know
because
he was
shitted on Nicki Minaj, and he was like, "Oh, Nicki wasn't even loose like this."
Yo, listen.
But this bitch is loose.
She likes BBC, BWC. BSC.
But he was kind of hesitant to get to that point with Ariana.
Exactly.
He had to nudge you in that direction.
That's what I'm
because
yes, talk to our
hold on. But let me add.
I will call her Areola Grande.
No, that's still kind of complimenting her. That's not how you was talking about Nicki.
He's saying you vulgar for the black woman, but the white woman you more conservative.
But Ariana Grande, listen, Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, she's basically Spanish, so she's not a white woman.
Spanish is
white. But
white.
she's the minority.
No, Spanish is white.
She's not Spanish.
Let me ask you a question.
She's not Caucasian.
We're not going to go to there. But let me ask you a question. That shit don't got nothing to do with what I was asking.
She had a bag full of dicks.
That's what I wanted.
She's a slut.
I wanted the same fucking energy. That's what I wanted.
There you go.
That's all.
She's bending over a hamper. She's bending over everywhere. She's in the limo getting it everywhere.
Let me ask you this.
She was hanging off someone's nutsack.
How many men qualifies for a woman to be a whore?
I asked him
Nicki
that.
only been with 2 that I'm aware of.
Actually,
Grande got 3.
More than that. But anyways, to be honest with you,
Nicki
listen.
had Safari.
Oh yeah,
and
Meek
Meek and Nas.
Listen.
But she was in a relationship with Safari and Meek for a minute. She was in a relationship with Meek for 2 years.
Listen.
Yeah.
She was in a relationship with Safari for even longer. And Nas was a quick little.
Listen.
That probably was her first jump off.
Listen.
Yeah.
If we want to keep it 100% a buck, You know what I'm saying? In order for a woman or a man to be a slut, they have to be sleeping with continuous people every single night.
All right, so you take back what you
Multiples.
said to Nikki then.
I said that before.
I just wanted to bring it back up.
Didn't we say that was a publicity stunt?
Yeah, but I just wanted to hear it from you. Give Nikki
did.
back her queendom for that.
But how could we do that when it was
Because
a
you
publicity stunt?
shitted on her.
But it was a publicity stunt.
I don't think it was a
that.
publicity stunt.
You know it was. You was part of it.
What?
He
No,
was
no,
part of
that's the
that.
rollout was different. I'm talking about you a funny motherfucker. He think he's slick. No, he you know what he doing?
We can go back in the footage.
He's Sammy Davis Jr. in it right now. He tapping
dude.
all the way around that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you out because you my man. I'm not gonna keep digging the grave.
Man, I got
We're
that
gonna
hook,
move
bro.
on. But all right, so let's talk about the pastor now, putting the holy hands on
He
her.
was a good man.
He was putting the holy hands on her. I personally didn't see anything wrong because she was giggling it up. She was happy.
She was liking
gonna
it.
be cordial on,
Nah, B, this is the Me Too era. You could do whatever. She could have blasted him right there. Like, what, nigga? Get
He
your
hit her
head.
with the wine
She could have
steam.
called him nigga. She could have called him nigga right there and then because she grabbed the
no.
table.
Got away
I
with
think. How close was he to her?
away with that.
How close
He
was he to her?
said they would have dragged him right
How
out the fucking
close was
church.
he to her?
With Farrakhan right
was
there,
like-
It was like side to side?
You got the whole FOI right there, and you think she
So
gonna
it was
get away?
side by side?
Huh?
Was he side by side or was he
It
kind
was
of
side
near
by
her
side.
back?
He had his arm
he was,
around her.
He had his arm like she was cuffing.
It was like it was just like holding her right here. Honestly, I don't think.
No,
I don't think
he was like right here.
Yeah,
he was right.
I don't
here.
think he was really feeling her up. I
don't
think
think
she was
so
just
either.
so small.
But the way he
and
was
he was
moving
so
his-
tall.
Yeah.
And the way he was talking about it, and they was giggling.
How old was
But
he?
no, that ain't
He was
the thing.
older.
It was
Oh, he
his
was older?
fingers was moving a little bit, like he was inching
Oh.
a little towards it.
Oh, wait a minute. He was trying to let his fingers do the walking like the other lady?
He was
Oh,
creeping.
damn.
He was on the come up.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was
Yo.
creeping on the come up.
Yo,
probably
my
didn't have no
pause,
bra
man.
either.
Son, my pause.
I see. I was watching the fingers like, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on that.
That's what I'm saying. Because listen,
I'll give
they
him
was
the
on
Ben
stage-
a fit.
Listen, the reason why I say that is because listen, they was there, they were giggling. He was talking about a moment about his daughter saying, "Oh, you don't know nothing about no Ariana Grande," and he was talking about that story. So I don't think he was really now. If it was like a concert and he was rubbing her up,
All right.
you know what I mean?
I'm going to say
Maybe.
this. We're all single men. We're not single men, but I'm saying this just for, you know,
I was gonna say
for an example.
You married? I don't know what you.
No, I'm just saying this.
I gotta shut up.
No.
Exactly.
No, listen, what I'm trying to say, if we was all single men here, and Ariana Grande was about to be like, yo, Ron Paul, Keys, Dawoud, hit this. What would you do?
I don't know.
Keep
man.
it a buck,
I'm
man.
I'm not a fan of Ariana Grande.
You don't have to be a fan.
Meaning, I don't think she's cute. I don't think she's attractive.
So if she's buck ass
I
naked,
just told you I don't think she's
you're
attractive.
not doing nothing. You're just gonna look at her and
Listen, you
walk
got
out
to
the
be
door.
attracted to people, right? Am I right? You
I don't think so.
You don't just
Everybody got their own standards.
exactly. I'm
They
just
do.
saying.
They do.
So what I'm
but
saying-
if a plate of food is laying in front of you and you're like, I'm hungry, but you know, I kind of don't like that. But if you're hungry and you're starving, you're gonna eat that damn plate of food.
Yeah, if you're starving, I'm not
Yeah.
starving.
But
That's what
if
we're saying.
what I'm trying to say is, if you were starving, if
I'm
you
not
were in
feeling
that
her.
zone,
Now you putting all type of
I-
extra.
I'm just keeping it a buck, though.
He's painting me into a corner like, nah, nigga, you
she
ain't
face
fucking
might
her,
as well
or, you,
say-
or she gay, or you gay, nigga. You ain't gonna fuck her. You gay, nigga. Nah,
the
come
last
on.
all
one.
right,
Women on
let's
the
make
earth.
it even easier. Let's make it even easier.
Here we go.
She pulls your pants down, mic in the mouth.
It wouldn't be
What are
an
you doing?
opportunity for
What are
her.
you doing?
It wouldn't be an opportunity.
So if it
for
did
her.
happen, what are you doing?
I'm telling you, it wouldn't be an opportunity.
So you're
for
gonna
her.
push her off?
What's the larger point? That's what
Exactly.
I'm
What do you
the
where you
larger
going
point
with
is
this?
basically,
He just want
would
me
you
under
do
the
it or
bus.
not?
That's what he said.
Would you do it or not?
Not, and that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, you?
Nah, but my reasons are different.
See,
So you're
here
saying
you
no
go.
way too?
Yeah, nah.
I just don't feel her. I'm not feeling her.
I mean, me myself, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I'm in that late night, ain't nobody around,
Anything
I'm jumping
goes.
on it.
Anything
I'm
goes.
jumping on it.
So anything goes. That's what you're
I'm
telling me.
jumping on it.
So you doing whoopee? Anything goes?
No. Certain things too. I got standards too. I got attractions
I-
too.
But this is the contradictory aspect. of
It is, but, you know.
you gonna sleep with whores. You're a bastard and label people whores, but you'll sleep with them.
1 year in remission for cancer.
You see, I told you,
You
it's Sammy
did.
Davis
You
over
did.
here.
You
This
gonna
nigga
tap
dancing
out?
like a motherfucker. Yo, let me get some of that water, man. I know you got some of that water.
Ron Paul.
I got a cup for you.
You good?
Ron Paul.
No, I don't drink water.
You don't drink water? Water's good. What?
What do you drink?
Kool-Aid.
Gatorade, Powerade.
Yeah, pour me some water,
man,
please.
all that
Hey, pour
sodium.
me some water, please.
I'm sorry, brother.
Thank you, man. I shouldn't even do this. Knowing you, this guy spilling water all over the place. All right, that's good. That's good. Thank you. Yo, this guy spilled water like 5 times last episode.
Yeah.
Right by the boards and all that.
It wasn't
like,
no
was
5
violent,
times.
Son.
It was 1
You
time.
wildin', son. It was like 6 times. Yo, but listen.
lying.
All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into the shits and giggles. We already like 15 minutes in. Let's get into Kamikaze, man. That's what you wanted to talk about. You wanted to talk about your favorite great white hope of a rapper, Eminem. Come on, let's talk.
No,
let's get
M's
into
not
it.
my favorite MC at all. It's just I give props where props are due.
Yeah, I don't take that away from him.
I end up being on Pandora, which I pay my $9.99 prescription.
And they ain't
Anyways, my thing is
shout
this.
niggas out. That's your shout out for this episode.
I'm the shout out, man.
That's a shout out for this fucking episode.
Anyways, I stumbled upon the album and I was like, oh, M got a new album? Oh, let me peep this out. First song off the rip, I was like, yo, I'm just sitting up there ugly facing it out like,
Yeah, that is an
son,
ugly face. That is an ugly face.
son. Like, you
take a
know,
shit.
back in scary movie type shit.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
listening to this shit and I'm hearing all these bars, metaphors, and punchlines, and I'm like, yo, M6, son. M6.
Don't go too deep. So overall, you like the album?
Honestly, I'm gonna rate the album. I'd
From
rate the
1 to
album
5, 1 to 5.
1 to 5. I'd rate it about a 3.5.
Ron Paul, what's your opinion?
I didn't listen to
You
it.
didn't listen to the album?
I
at
stopped
all?
listening to Eminem after his first album. I ain't like him.
All right. But did you hear the song? Did you hear this record? Because they've been playing it on the radio. You haven't heard it?
Fall?
All right, so
I
he
only heard
all
the
right,
excerpts from the disses and stuff, but I ain't listened to the full.
Okay, so you just heard like little mini clips
Yeah.
of what was said. All right. I didn't listen to the full album either. I listened to a couple of songs. To me, sounds like regular Eminem. Nothing great. Nothing. The disses, yes, they do make an impact. I think, you know, in the era of where we at right now and talking about people and dropping lines and bars at people, yeah, I agree it was good. But other than that, I'm still not pumping Eminem in my car.
Yeah.
I'm being factual. I'm not pumping Eminem. Matter of fact, Dawoud, all the time I've known you, I've never heard you pump Eminem in your car. And you pumped a lot of fucking music in your car, my G.
Yes, I have. Yes,
That's
I
all
have.
I'm saying.
So
Shameless promotion.
So what does that mean? What does that mean? Hold on.
I'll be
Josh,
honest
hold
with
on.
you.
I'm going to even get Josh's opinion. Josh,
You heard the
shout
M
from
album?
the background. Have you heard the M album yet?
I didn't get a chance yet.
All right, let me ask you this. Are you pumping any Eminem albums in your car right now?
No.
Okay, that's all, Josh. Thank you.
Have
Thank
you
you.
ever-
but
Any
you gotta.
albums. He has pumped in the past.
He says it has something in the past. Okay,
And
cool.
so have I.
I'll give you that.
It's the new stuff.
Uh-huh.
So he ain't listened to the revival.
To me, he hasn't had a good record in a long time.
Okay, there you go. All right. So now, Josh says he hasn't had a good record in a long time. I'll take even that this record is good. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I just don't get. I don't get Eminem.
I'll
I'm
tell you
sorry.
right now, for the longest time, what I've been waiting for M to drop an album like something like Royce would drop.
He's not
You know what I'm
Royce.
saying? No, but what I'm
He
trying to, you
can't
know what
drop
I'm
an
trying to
album like
say.
he's Royce.
What I mean by the hip hop content instead of all the chicaneries and the fuckeries and the shits and giggles
And the pill
You know,
popping
without,
and-
yeah, without all that shit. But that is M. That's what he came from.
No, I'm
You know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
knocking anybody
But
for living their
at
truth.
the end of the day, the dude's a beast. He's a lyrical assassin to me.
I'm not knocking anybody for
No,
living
no,
their truth.
I feel
and
you.
and if that's what he's going through, cool.
Yeah.
I just don't relate to it.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? I
I feel
just
you.
don't relate to his music. Like the last song that I could say that like made me say, "Oh yo, was Stan." And that's a
But
fact.
then let me ask you this to see if you being biased. Who you think had the better verse on Renegade?
M.
All right then.
M
you
had the
being-
better verse than M. I'm being.
So
I'm not
usually
giving up.
people be biased and they say that Jay had a better verse.
Nah. Even on Monster, Nicki Minaj, better verse than all of them.
Yeah.
Listen, and Jay is my favorite rapper. Jay don't win every time. I'm sorry. Michael Jordan didn't win every time. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Biggie won every time.
Biggie only had a short period of time. He put out what he had, and he was at his prime.
But he still had
That's
a lot
all
of
I'm saying.
features, though.
He did, but he was at his prime.
Yeah.
I put it at his prime. So listen, this is what I'm saying. Now, Jay-Z, of all of his albums, I don't even think he has, except for Reasonable Doubt, I don't think he has like one album that I liked every song. I don't think he has that.
Let me ask you a question.
But the thing is this. I can relate to almost all of Jay-Z's moves, the music, everything he's done.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Now,
His growth.
I liked a lot of Eminem music from the first album and then the second album. The first and second album, because I don't even remember when it came out. When did those albums come out?
Like 97, one of them, and then another one probably like in 2001.
Okay, all right. So let's even say 98. 98. It's a different time. It was more, and I don't even think I was really into Eminem. Like, I was more shocked at what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, somebody said that. That's it.
Yeah,
But
there was no shush on him.
It was, yeah, and because at the time, most rappers couldn't say and do what he was doing because
you can't say that.
no, I'm talking about because he had the bigger platform than all of the rappers.
You mean reach more people, but
exactly.
he ain't pushed the boundaries like NWA.
But no, what I'm saying to you is, when it comes to the masses wise,
Yeah.
he was the
Or
rapper.
even Pac.
Just like Drake is now, he was the rapper to everybody.
everybody, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So everything the regular rap, this is where I go back to my point that we said before the show started. If he was black, he would have been a regular rapper.
Let me
I
ask,
think because he was white, I'm not saying he's not nice. Please
Yeah.
don't take it like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he was nice plus the extra of being white.
But
you get what I'm saying? Because listen to what I'm saying. Jay-Z was nice
Yeah.
plus the extra of having swag and actually, walking like a ball player. You get what I'm saying? The imagery. You get what I'm
But
saying? You can't just be nice and that's it.
But it's kind of tricky when you really look at the dynamics of rap music. I know what you're saying, that he appealed more because he was white, but you got MC Hammer, you got 50 Cent, they all went diamond.
Yeah, but see, I'm gonna tell you why 50 went diamond. I'm gonna tell you why 50. The thing is, 50 was nice. He wasn't nice, like lyrically super nice,
Yeah.
but he was nice enough. But he took that Biggie element, meaning the
No, I think
reality, the reality part.
He took bits and
that
pieces of
reality
everything.
part. Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. He took the
he was
the
a
Biggie part.
50 is a collage.
Exactly. So the Biggie part, meaning, was very important because you visually saw what he was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When 50 was talking about Wankster, you saw Wankster. Even if it wasn't Ja Rule, you saw that Wankster that he was talking
Yep.
about. You get what I'm saying?
I saw Ja Rule.
So you
I'm
saw
keeping it a buck.
but you saw it. That's what I'm saying. He put the situations, and he was in real live situations that was happening in real time. So it was the first real world in rap.
But
You get what I'm saying?
peep this. There's a lot of people that probably wouldn't even have been on if Big L lived.
Don't go into that story
I'm
right
being,
now.
I'm keeping a buck.
Yeah, but
no,
you
because we
can't
was
go
talking
into that.
because when
You
he
can't
bring
go
up
into
Biggie,
that.
I wanted to say Big L.
Yeah,
now
but-
Big L was a
but
monster.
We're not talking
he's a more
about that.
punchline.
We're not talking about that either. What we're talking about is, I don't want to go too far from the Eminem topic.
Well, you're talking about
thing is
M.
this,
I get it.
M's whole thing, his whole whole rap. What is he saying?
I'll tell you right now, M got in because he was white. And that's just for real.
That's not
and no,
only
it is true.
It ain't
because
only it, though.
Dre saw
That's not
a
only
white
it.
man that was lyrically gifted, and he was like, yo, I can win off this. How many other white dudes was rhyming like this?
Well, he was just the first of his kind to be
yeah,
able to rap.
exactly.
But I don't think it's just because he was white. I just
it
think
helped
that
it. It helped
But
it.
that's
what I'm
the
saying.
commercial aspect of it.
That shit
what
was
I'm
that shit.
I don't. The thing the reason
Bungee
why I
him.
don't put too much emphasis on it because when you really look at the demographics for rap music, majority of the listeners are
They're all
white.
white. Exactly.
So you
so
gonna,
it's
of course
smart. It's a
gonna
smart
appeal
move.
to that one.
I'm gonna get somebody that appeals to the people that's buying
Yeah.
and sell it to them.
Yeah,
What's
but
wrong
the
with
thing
that?
the problem with it is what I don't like sometimes, especially when you listen to some of the older generation rappers that critique him, is they try to make it seem like a more sinister aspect.
Right, like he did it to be, I'm gonna come and take over the game.
Not
no,
even that,
he
but
just lucked out.
but not like the reason he's selling is only because he's white.
No, it's
but
not.
It's just appealing to the demographic.
Exactly.
Just like,
What was the name of that movie that Ice-T did? Rap Life? Was it Rap Life?
He did a lot
with
of
all the,
Ice-T.
with all the rappers. It was all the rappers in it. And
you
and
talking
all
about
the,
I know what you're
yeah,
talking
and
about.
all the
It's a
all the
documentary,
rappers,
not a
all the
movie.
great rappers, well MCs, they were saying M is one of the best that ever did it.
Yeah, but I think they be over exaggerating.
I think they're saying that because it's a political thing,
Yeah,
and on
because
top of
nobody
that,
don't wanna seem
they don't
like a
want to
hater.
exactly because you can't shit on M. That's the thing on the industry. You can't
it's
shit
a
on
catch
M.
22 with M. You critique him or you don't like him because he's
Exactly.
white. But then when you praise him, you only praising him because he's white.
Exactly.
And stuff. So
Now-
So that's and that's why I say that he's different from when you say MC Hammer, when you say other and 50 Cent. You see what I'm saying? Because M, it's not M's fault either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he did this. This is an unconscious thing that happened around him because he was a battle rapper.
yeah.
He didn't come in here to be the biggest thing in rap. He came in here because he wanted to be the biggest barsmith. He wanted to be the nicest MC.
Wordsmith.
He didn't care
Yeah.
about everything else. Everything else came because, like Ron Paul said, the masses is who consumes it is him.
Yo, but it's crazy though how
what I'm saying?
how they set it up, his publicist and everything like that, and management, how their team
did
set
they
it
really
up with
set
the
it up?
no with the word with him being on rhymes, like saying being on Renegade with Jay-Z or
That's
the
not a
song with
setup,
Lil Wayne.
though.
No, but listen to me. And everyone said this. Everyone that talked about the record and the publicists and all the promoters, they was talking about like, yo, you put M on the track with all these people, and he's the one that's bodying everybody on their own tracks.
Yeah, but that's still not a publicist
mean?
move. That's him
That's
just
what they're
naturally
talking
being
about.
nice at
Yeah.
that moment.
But that's what
But
they're
my
saying.
thing
That's
is-
what they say.
No, but I'm telling you that it's not. I'm telling you it's just by chance. He's just so happened to be nice. That's it.
Yeah.
He so happened to be nice. God gave him that gift, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is this. You could be in the rap game, only in the rap game, you could be nice and not say shit.
Yeah.
Am I right? You know why? The Migos, right? They don't say shit, but they're nice. You get what I'm saying? Meaning, and this is every game this is rap game, right? And this is every artist. You don't have to be really, really lyrical, because if that was the case, when we talk about lyrical people, we would be talking about, let's say, Black Thought and what he did on the Funk Flex show.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And every time we talk top fives, we would do this. Come on, are you serious, bro?
I'm trying to fix this.
How you in the middle of the show, he's fixing stuff and he's on camera from every angle and he think he's doing something secret.
No, I know I'm not.
Yeah, but come
It was
on,
just
this should have been done
vibrating.
before, fam.
I'm trying to get this out of there. Oh,
And now you just stopped the footage from being taped.
shit.
Come on, you just
Still
messed
live.
up everything.
Still live. All right, there we go. Shit happens. Shit happens.
But anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't even remember what I was talking about now.
You're talking about
But with my thing is this whole thing. Bottom line is with this Kamikaze album, everybody is gonna jump on it because it's fresh and it's new, and we all gonna talk about it, and it's gonna be hot for the 2 weeks, and then after that,
I'd say for a week.
even a week. You're right, even a week, because let me tell you something. When Jay's 444 came out, it was hot 2 weeks.
Nah, that
You know what I
was
mean?
hot for like a month.
No,
6
to us,
weeks.
to us. I'm talking about masses wise. It went over. It went
Yeah.
over. I'm just being real. Anybody album,
But that's what it,
that's what it is now.
Nowadays.
Nicki album over already.
Yeah, but she should.
Travis Scott over already.
I'm saying if
Sales
you
wise, it's still going, but I'm talking about
the
talk
attention
about it.
span,
Exactly,
yeah.
the attention about everybody talking about it and everybody really getting into it. That's over now.
But the problem, I don't think it's really with the music. The problem is it's just oversaturation of music. It's like every week. I remember
Somebody's
back
coming.
when we started. I was at a point where doing mixtapes and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, like, dang, I wish every week a new album came out.
Yeah, I
and
was
stuff.
like that same thing, so we
'cause
could
you
push it. Yeah,
but then now it's like, it really, starting this January, it's like first Amigos, and then even if even if it was beat artists, and is at the point that the internet opened up the game so much that everybody
is a beat artist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Everybody could come out with an
I
album.
swear.
Dawoud been bullshitting. He say he gonna come out with his album. He bullshitting right now because you could really come out with an album
Bro,
right now.
listen.
and win.
What I'm gonna drop a mixtape.
Yeah, you
at least do an
have
EP.
look. I'm gonna have an engineer.
Call it a
take
project.
All,
Don't
take
call
all,
it a
listen,
mixtape. It's a project.
Listen, yeah.
Everybody's
I'm gonna
dropping
take
projects.
have an engineer
Uh-huh.
take all my freestyles from from Instagram and put them together.
And then that's your album.
That's it.
I can dig it.
That's
We're gonna
it.
drop
It's
it
like
next week.
45,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
and they're
All
like
right, so
a minute each.
all right, now I got some two people I want to talk about. Let's get into some real shits and giggles now. Right?
Okay, let's go.
We got your boy Kanye West. He went back to Chicago this week.
Kanye.
Right? Did you see the episode?
Yeezy
Did you see
Weezy.
the interview
I
online?
saw bits and pieces of
Did you see the interview?
I didn't see nothing about it.
All right, so
I'm always
they were
outside on
asking
the
him
line.
questions. He went to Chicago. I forgot the radio station's number.
Chi-Town.
It was, but they're hip hop predominant
Okay.
station.
Yeah.
I think it's their power station, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. And he's there in looking like a deer in headlights in every picture, looking lost, like he's still in Get Out. He still got behind her, and they were asking him that. Like I thought they was gonna tap dance around the whole thing, but then they
What's
started
up with
getting
this
into
tap
questions
dancing? Everything's tap dancing.
It's just a
Savion
way of
Glover.
saying to get around.
because they're
No,
getting
I
around the questions.
understand.
That's
but-
what he was
but
doing.
Tap dance is heavy on you today. Savion Glover.
You was tap dancing earlier. That's
Savion
why.
Glover.
He mad because I brought him up with the tap dancing. So now you figure
You're on that
part of
Savion
Kanye.
Glover.
No, you the one to tap dance. I ain't tap dancing around, no question yet. Anyway, so he was there talking, and the guys was interviewing him, and every question they asked him, he was just like, well, he would pause. So the way the mind works is, it goes off in a fucking tangent on whatever the fuck he's talking about, and didn't
really
answer the fucking
creative.
question.
Really
But
creative.
this is the problem to me with Kanye.
He's a clone.
Not probably so, but
This
the
nigga
problem
right
with
here.
Remember they said
Kanye,
that?
what people refuse and they conflating the issue. Conflating the issue, I mean, the situations when it comes to Kanye is when they call him a musical genius, doesn't necessarily translate it
Into him
intellectual.
being an
Yeah, he's a
intellectual
real
genius.
genius.
Yeah.
No, but I think Kanye, honestly, before all the bullshit, like when he first came out with the college dropout, he was a genius. Like probably intellectually too. No, he was very intelligent back
I
then.
ain't never heard nothing intellectual come out of that man.
When he first came out, he was intellectual.
Thank you.
He was intellectual.
I was
His
about
mother
to
was
say,
alive.
my thing was going to what Ron Paul
But
said.
he wasn't really that intellectual if you really think about it because he dropped out of college. So
No, you don't have to be you can drop out of
College
college and
dropout.
still be
Listen,
intellectual. You
listen.
just didn't finish the.
you didn't want to do it. You was lazy.
My thing with
mentally.
Kanye is this. Why does anybody give a fuck about what this man says?
Because if you say
Yo,
anything
period.
outlandish,
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you want to hear something crazy? I mean, I don't mean to interrupt or interject, but you know what's crazy about Kanye? And I know I'm going off subject, but we're still talking about Kanye. Is you know how everyone's talking about why did this certain person have a baby with a whore? Why did this person marry a whore? And look at Kanye. Kanye's like the poster baby, the poster child of that.
I don't understand what he's talking about. Can you?
I understand what he's saying, but
You
I don't
understand? Like they was all talking about how why is this person with this woman? She's a whore. Why would you marry a stripper or whatever? Oh, when they was talking about Drake having the baby with that stripper or whatever she was, and then I'm like, yo, but Kanye's like a poster child.
But she's not.
To that.
Kim was never a stripper.
No, she wasn't a stripper. She was just a whore.
Who says she was a whore?
We seen it on video.
I seen her doing sexual acts with her man. That's what I saw.
Was it her man?
But not,
Yes.
not what makes her
He was
whore
dating her.
is she was
was
been
dating
sleeping.
him.
No,
Yeah.
she was with Ray J. Went to Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was cheating on Reggie Bush with Kanye.
Okay.
Who?
And then who else? Nick Cannon said he slept
yeah.
with her.
Oh, yeah.
Before all of them.
Yeah. So
Look at that. Look
Okay.
at that.
So that I mean,
but let me
She's on the
hold
Tupac
on.
level. She gets around.
Hold on. See, this is what I talk about when women bash. This is what, you see how he did it.
You ready to
I ain't
go?
have
You
say
ready to
nothing.
go?
I ain't even have to say nothing.
Listen.
And he just did it himself.
Listen.
He did it himself. Now
Listen.
let me.
I got the
hold
slut
on.
gun.
You must have it because this is my thing.
Not a shotgun, slut gun.
My thing is this: everybody calls her such a whore, a slut, and this,
Yo,
that.
the whole family's whores.
But why?
They get
I ain't gonna
around.
say the whole
I'm not
family.
gonna
Even
even
the
say
mama.
she is.
The mom was getting slayed too.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
but
she
not-
is. Now, do I say she's a gold digger? Yes. Do I think she's an opportunist?
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yes.
So you ain't say. Wait,
I'm
wait.
not saying she's a whore. You know
You're
why?
not saying she's a gold digger.
No, because
but she don't mess with no
She
broke
already-
nigga.
I didn't. Say, I said she is a gold digger. I
So
said
but
I'm
she ain't
not a
messing with broke
whore.
nigga either.
He's missing the whole point.
I get the
I'm
point.
going to talk to Ron Paul for a second right now because right now you're still not seeing
Go
what I'm
ahead.
talking about. My point is this: why are we calling her a whore if she's doing regular girl shit? She's not. Only time that I
So
think
wait a
she
minute.
did anything whorish, this is just my opinion, was, and I'm not saying it because I'm not calling any of these girls whores.
Yeah.
Because I don't see them do whore things yet. Now, only thing that I could say that might been dirtbaggish was when she was cheating with on Reggie Bush with Kanye. Because that's the only thing I know. That's the only thing I know that she did dirtbaggish. Everybody else, she was taking opportunities on every other person to
You
get
know, but
bigger and
I-
bigger celebrity.
I
That's
see
what I
what
was saying.
where you going also in another realm with it when it comes to
Every time we call, my thing is this: every time we have something to say bad about a female, we call them a whore, a slut, a this or that. When that's not what they did.
yeah, but not
That's
that,
all I'm
not
saying.
That. I think
Listen,
it's so people
you don't
are
know their
so-
intentions.
People be
You don't know.
Okay,
If you
but
just-
that's
just
not a
because a
slut
woman
or a
slept with
whore.
three
But who
guys-
said she's a gold digger though?
Because
She
what
has
she's
her own
done.
money.
Now that's what no, she didn't.
She didn't have no money at all.
I didn't
After
say
that
that.
Ray J shit, she had money.
Yeah, she did.
My point exactly. She got to Ray J. She knew that would be
But she
money.
are- but no,
My thing is
no.
the opportunity. It's not
Well,
about
I
money
know
with
what-
her. It's
I-
about celebrity and how to make celebrity turn into money. And my thing is this: it's about
makes
her
her
opportunists.
opportunist. Yeah.
Exactly.
So she
That's what I'm
liquidated
saying.
her ass.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, this is where it comes to be women bashing. This is where you come out.
I'm
at.
keeping
You-
it a buck.
No, you women bash. You
Yeah,
right.
you know-
you keeping it a buck for you. I'm just not.
I
saying
don't think just because a woman slept with like 3-4 guys
that's
makes her
all
a
I'm saying.
whore.
That's all I'm saying, my G.
But men can
Now,
be
if
whores
you-
too. It's
but
not
Yeah,
just
but
a
you
woman
want
thing.
you want Chris you want
He's
use
never-
certain
He's never called a man a whore on the
Listen.
show yet.
50 Cent's a whore.
Now he want to call
Yeah,
him a
but
Why
you-
is he a
you-
whore?
Because he
But if
slept
you-
with 1,000,000 women.
See, but hold on. This is the thing.
This nigga right here.
You bring up Kim K, the first thing in your mind is whore. You bring up
Exactly.
50 Cent, that comes later on down the
Exactly.
line of him being
That's
a
all
whore.
I'm saying.
That's not the first thing that will come to your mind.
Exactly.
So this a double standard because you don't
Thank
keep.
you.
He's saying you ain't
Thank you.
consistent.
My whole thing is,
and-
I say this all the time when I'm on the grind, when I'm not here. I tell people all the time, I be like, listen, a man could be a whore and a woman could be a whore, and women are not just whores, men are too.
But you've been bashing them more on the women.
No,
That's all I'm
we just
saying.
happen to been talking about women that basically had a little too much dick in their life.
Yeah, but you know the thing. I
Now
would
he's
take
the
it
judge
side
on
of-
how much dick a bitch should take in her life. What kind of shit are you on right now?
Let me see. You like right
You
about
wild
right,
for the
right
night
about
right
now. Right about now, Kim's on a half a mile of dick.
a half a mile.
Half a mile.
This
half
nigga
a
is
mile.
wild. This is why I like this nigga on the show. Saying this
I
nigga is the
think right
best.
now Kim got about at least she's turning over. She's at 99.999 thousand of dick.
Please explain your theory.
But
What
I
do you
think, but I mean, when you look, how I look at it, you look at women as being more precious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's,
I think women should be queens.
Exactly.
I think
so
women
when you
should.
put them in that realm, you hold them to a certain standard.
on a pedestal.
So you don't want her to engage in certain activities.
Absolutely.
A man, you don't have. You look as more.
Of
brash
course,
Okay.
of course. And when I think about people in general, I think that all people should be monogamous. All people should put themselves in like your body's your temple. You know what I mean? And I'm fucking up my temple right now just being this big. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point I'm trying to make about the body being a temple is like, do you want everyone to come into your home? Would you allow any? Just
listen.
hear me.
You
Would you
taking
allow
a
everybody
whole
in your
story
house?
that sounds stupid.
I'm just saying.
No, you sound
Would you
stupid.
allow everybody in
I don't
your
allow
house?
nobody in my house. You know that.
Exactly. So that's the way you got to treat your body.
What are you talking
So that's
about?
the way you
That's
gotta
how
treat your
I do
body.
treat
Yeah.
my body.
But that's what I'm saying. In general.
Let me tell you how you a hypocrite right now. I'm gonna tell you
ahead.
right now.
Go ahead.
Because just a second ago, you was trying to force me to fucking Ariana Grande. But
Damn
you
right.
said, oh, she pulled my shit down. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
You a fucking
I did
whore.
say that.
You a
But
fucking
look,
whore.
we're all
This nigga-
hypocrites.
Do you
We're
hear
all
this nigga?
hypocrites
No,
to a
you
point.
a hypocrite.
We're all hypocrites to
But
a
you,
point.
yeah, we
right
were.
here.
Listen, we're
This
all
nigga-
hypocrites to a
My
point.
point is this. My point is this. You don't have to blast her as a whore. She's not
Man, I
a
got
whore.
the slug gun. What do you want me to do? I got to use it.
Why is she
I'm
a
pulling
whore?
it out. I'm using it.
One, you don't even have any facts that she's a whore.
I'll look them up.
I know you gonna
He's
fact
the
check
same
the.
shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Like it's so
Factoid.
He's the-
Factoid.
All right,
slut.
ladies.
Slut alert.
Dawoud is the dick counter of your pussy. He's gonna count all the dicks that go to your pussy.
How many miles is
How many
that?
miles of pussy?
Pause.
How many dicks that you get?
Pause.
Because that's what he cares about.
No,
I don't give a
listen.
fuck about
Listen,
that
I
shit.
think right. I think you know what they should do.
He's wild for the night.
I think when you become listen. I think everybody should have a body counter on them.
A body
No,
count.
what's your-
You hear this nigga right here?
A body counter.
First of all, let
You
me tell
go
you how.
dating. Listen,
I just thought about it.
you go dating. You
These
go dating,
motherfuckers
and they had that shit right on their arm.
Yeah.
Oh, that motherfucker had 100 bodies on him. Fuck that! I ain't fucking that nigga.
Oh shit!
Yo,
Like
you know what?
A microchip,
Yo.
you can scan it.
Yeah. Oh, that motherfucker got HIV. That motherfucker got HIV.
But the funny shit is though.
HPV.
No, the
That
funny shit
motherfucker
is.
got something.
I agree with you, yo.
Oh yeah, some glasses or some shit. You just see that shit?
Yeah, you want to see?
But
Hell
listen,
yeah.
Has
but
a little
listen.
contact
He
lenses.
He be the
Oh, yeah.
one that the girl be like, I ain't fucking this nigga.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he the
he
one who
wanna
let
fuck
anybody
everybody
suck his
suck-
dick.
yeah.
This nigga over here letting Ariana Grande suck his dick. What
Listen.
the fuck you want that bitch
Listen,
for?
I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day,
No.
in the day, in my heyday,
You
yeah, I
your
was
body
a little
count
under
be
the-
your fucking numbers.
Nigga said I had a sleeve.
No,
Nigga
what?
said
But
I
the
had a
thing what he
sleeve.
would do, he wanted for the women. He don't want it for himself.
Exactly.
He don't want it.
That's what it is.
I'm an equal opportunist.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm an equal opportunist. I'd have
Nigga
one
had
too.
to have his number all around his body.
body.
Like,
Like
go-
Kim Monk-
Sam
Mad
doing,
zeros.
Sam doing football numbers. I'm doing life in prison. Fuck you, nigga. We don't.
Nah.
We're not gonna talk about body counters because the
Yo.
motherfuckers in this room have body counters.
my
We
God.
know what's going on.
Oh God. Yo.
We don't even want to see
Yo.
those.
Anyway, so your boy right here is wild for the night, yo. He woman
Yeah.
bashing like a motherfucker, and then want him to have body
Do I
counters.
look like the last Boy Scout?
And then want
He said I'm wild for the night. Rampage.
you
and
are wild for the night, nigga. You are wild for the
shit.
night.
Nigga.
Oh man,
So, anyways, where we
that was
at?
funny. We can't go with an episode without talking about your boy.
Yo, you know I'm gonna have to bring the body counter in.
Yeah, listen. Nah, we ain't even going to. No, you are wild for the night. I'm not. Ladies, if y'all are any ladies on any of these social medias online,
Bae, I
Dawoud
love
has
you.
his own words.
You already know.
He speaks for himself.
Yeah.
He's calling
You
y'all
should have,
whores and sluts just because you swallowed a couple of cocks. I don't. Hey, that's your business.
You hear what he said?
I have
he said
nothing.
swallowed
So
a couple
what?
of cocks. Did
So
you
what?
chew 'em?
So what?
They probably chewed them too.
That has nothing to do with
Is it
me.
bubble gum? What
He
flavor?
doesn't like you. That's what he's saying.
No,
It's
he
what
like
he-
you if you promiscuous and stuff. But he want his one. He want
Exactly.
his nut, and then he's out.
And then you a whore.
You
Then you a whore.
Just go.
You get his nut, you a
Just
whore
go.
after that.
That's not true.
That's
not,
fucked up.
That's not
Dawoud.
true. I love
That's
monogamous
fucked up.
women.
All right, so listen.
You want me to tell you the real
What's the
reason
real
why
reason?
I'm like that?
What's the real reason?
Because I got done like that for fucking 5 years.
We already knew that. We knew that.
5 whole
Everybody knows
years.
that. Everybody already saw
know-
the hurt and pain on your face.
You know
Yeah.
what? When I used to listen
I'm
to
gonna
Slick
admit.
Rick, my mom was in the car one time.
Treat her like
and
a
she was
prostitute.
and she was like, he must have been hurt. He had
Yep.
to be hurt real
Yep.
bad for
Yep.
him
Yep.
to make a song
Yep.
like that.
Yep. Yep.
Unless you're sure of
this
the
is-
scoop.
Yeah.
But you hear what he said? Unless you're sure of the scoop.
Yeah.
Treat her like a prostitute. In other words, if you know that she's a real woman, don't treat her that way. But if
Yeah.
you have some type of innuendo that she might be a little sluttish,
But let me ask you a
Slutty-ish.
question. Where's the innuendo? How do you
where's your
just
innu-
come?
How do you know?
just come? Yeah.
How do you know?
you just know?
He's probably walking around talking to other people. You know this girl?
Ah,
You know this
yeah.
girl? You know this
I know.
Yeah, I had that
bullshit
bitch
is
last
that?
night. I had that bitch last night. She was just sucking my. Bro, she swallows a mean one.
Yeah, but what if
And
you
then,
with
and
one
then
guy,
the
though?
nigga be like, word?
Yeah.
Yo,
You know what?
That's
remember when
crazy,
Super
though.
had what's his name?
Yeah.
The dude from the Winslow.
Oh, yeah.
They got
Eddie
somebody
Winslow.
came
Yeah,
to him like,
yeah,
"Nah,
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
like you just mad because you ain't getting ahead."
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
it's just-
Yeah, yeah.
you go.
Yo, but it's crazy though, man. But you know what's crazy though? My thing is, you get some dudes or even some women out here. They'll be in a relationship and they'll be like, "Girl, you listen. He had me twisted backwards." And then the first thing that chick's gonna be like, "Oh, really?"
That's what
See, this is
But
the
that's
thing.
how
This
it
is the
goes.
problem. What if she only was with one dude and doing all that freaky stuff? You gonna say she's a whore automatically? If she
No,
was
no, no.
with
You
one-
can't. You can't
Yup.
say that.
Yes,
what
he
I'm,
is.
what I'm
Yes,
trying
he
to
is.
say. Now, I skipped
She
into a
only
whole.
compete with one nigga,
I
period
skipped
in her
into a
life.
whole new.
And then
no,
then she's not
I
a
done
whore.
skipped into a whole nother genre. I'm tongue tied right now.
Yeah.
Whole different genre with this situation that I'm talking about now. I'm saying the fact of. You know, people end up knowing whether you're your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, or your wife. That if you sit up there and disclose that private information about them doing certain things, people are gonna be doing the what do you call it, Arsenio Hall? Like, and then in their mind they're gonna be like, damn, I want to try that bitch out. I want to try that nigga out. And you know what I'm saying? And then if it's a gay motherfucker, they'll be like, yeah, I might try that
Where
nigga out
you
too.
see now you all
Yeah,
I'm just
now
saying,
gotta go.
you know,
All right,
it's
now you
all
bring the LGBT
everything.
into
Let's
the-
leave
But
this
anyways.
subject now because now you done
Yeah,
made the subject
yeah.
ugly and tainted.
No,
Pause.
it's not tainted. This is
But
not.
listen,
This is
we're
not
going to
Slum
talk
Village.
about your
It's not
president.
tainted.
We're going to talk about your president.
Hold on. Who president?
His president.
His president.
His president.
No, you lying.
President Trump. Oh, wait a minute. Wait
Don't
a
tell me
minute.
on there, he's
Hold
on the
on.
Kanye
No,
wave.
fuck that.
That's his
fuck that.
favorite guy.
Listen.
See,
No,
look,
no,
look,
no,
he's
no,
about to pull out his boy. Here you go. You know what I mean? That's his Trump phone.
That's the Trump
This
phone.
is the Trump phone.
I told you. He pulls it out every episode. His
this?
Trump phone. All right, man.
wait a
Put your
minute,
Trump
wait a
phone
minute.
away.
So
See
you,
that?
It don't
you
even
got
come.
government
Look, it's
assistance?
on.
Yeah,
It's
he
on.
do.
You got government. You got the government.
That's
I
why
thought-
he's his president.
I thought it was
This
a
is the
little.
Keys and Dawoud podcast phone.
That's his
That's
actual
the-
people.
This is our phone. This is
That's-
like if people want to call him for the interview.
No, that's his phone.
Oh,
That's
man.
This is the show.
Dawoud.
This is the show.
That's Dawoud
This is the show.
I don't
Oh,
want nothing
man.
to do with the Trump phone.
That's a damn lie because you be shouting out the damn number. Now I'm throwing him under the steamroller. Fuck the bus. Fuck everything else. The steamroller. And I told you before, I'm gonna roll over you, then back up again. Make sure you're flat.
Anyway, let's talk about your president. So
Your
your president has been doing.
Your
Now
chief
this is the thing.
commander.
This is the thing. Now I wanted to get a little political with you, right? I'm glad Ron
Politicians in
Paul
the
is here
house.
because he's the politician in the building. You know what I'm
hip-hop.
saying? And I want you to, tell me if this is accurate to what I'm thinking right now. I'm
All
not
right.
too political like that,
Yeah.
but I'm seeing a lot of comparisons brought up to the president that we have now to other presidents, right?
Yeah.
And I'm hearing a lot of different narratives. I'm hearing that he's the greatest president because, hold up, before you go frowning, it's because he's lifting the veil and really showing what our government really is about. I'm hearing that he's the most terrible president because he's a fucking moron and whatever. And then I'm hearing, he might be one of like the
Onto
evil
something.
genius type shit.
genius.
You know what I mean? Because he's really showing us what we really are. Now, the reason why I say this is you have all of these hate groups that now are not ashamed to stand up right in front of your face
Yeah.
and say fuck you to your face. Where under President
Shit.
Obama, it wasn't like that.
Oh yeah, before
Right?
when he was running.
Hold on, let me finish. And then I'm gonna
Go
let you go free.
Go ahead.
And now we're gonna talk about how your favorite whore slut / Bao's favorite whore slut, Kim Kardashian. We're gonna bring her back
Did
into
you
it
call me Baoud?
she got that's a Dawoud.
It
So
sounded like you said Dawoud.
whatever. Whatever you like. Whatever you like.
She's commander right now.
So she came in and got this black lady free. Right?
Hispanic.
She was Hispanic? I thought she was black. No, she was Hispanic. All right, he knows more than me when it
Damn
comes to
it.
this politician shit. But anyway, a woman
Sorry
of
for a
color,
couple
a
of
woman of
shoes
color.
ago.
We're gonna still
Shows,
accept that.
not shoes,
Woman of
shows.
color, and she went and did that, right? And from what I hear, Trump is trying to make
Amends?
America
great again?
high again. 'Cause
Great again?
He's letting a lot of legal weed
Wait a
go
minute,
out there.
Oh, so
You feel what I'm
420 in
saying?
it.
Right? So
That's a
these are
good
just
thing.
these are just little things that he's spewing out there.
Yeah.
He's also making the richer. You
Yeah,
get
you
what I'm
with-
saying? Okay.
With the
So
tax cuts.
my thing is this. Is he that much different from any other president? That's my question.
All presidents.
Hold on. Let our guests talk. What do you think about that?
Yes.
Is he that? Except take Barack out of it because that's a whole nother topic. But any other president that's been out, is he different?
To me, no, he's not any different from any other president. At least to my knowledge, from what I've been studying, I think he's more in line.
Him? Do you respect him more?
No, I don't respect no president.
Not meaning like you at least you know where the fuck he's coming from. More.
Do you understand?
I think because when I look at it, I've always been in favor of that. Malcolm will always talk about the difference between Democrats and Republicans, and he said he always had more respect for the wolf versus the fox. To me, the reason why, because Trump is a wolf. I don't mind racists being emboldened by Trump because I really prefer.
That's what I was coming at.
My enemy to be up front with me.
Exactly.
Last night when we went to the Stevie Wonder concert, and me and my we went to Denny's.
This was last night?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We went to Denny's, and we went in Enfield. At night, I just don't feel comfortable being in Enfield at Denny's, knowing that they had at least you could. Some organization or people, Klan members out there. So, but if you hide that type of stuff, you want to know, and then you be out there at 3 a.m. and then
get lynched.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What do you say about our president right now? What do you think? Is he different from any other president?
I think, to me, honestly, Trump just is all about doing what he wants to fucking do. I
think he's more Nixon.
He's like he just don't give a fuck.
You know what? Honestly, I respect him more for that.
I'm speaking.
Okay.
I believe Trump is more like an Eminem. He's the Eminem of politics. He's the Eminem of politics.
But the thing is,
to me, like he just don't give a fuck.
But the thing is, you got to be somewhat presidential and be able to articulate your sex when yourself.
I think
when you got the media, they fact checked and they said that he lied like 4,600 times. Blatant lies.
I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the most honest presidents they said that we had, and he was not even that honest, was John F. Kennedy.
No, I don't think.
Listen. First of all, forget the facts of John F. Kennedy. My thing is this. The question was
about Trump.
Is he different from any other president?
No, I think he's more in line with Nixon.
I think he is different from any other president. You know why? Because what you just said, he don't give a fuck.
I said that.
Whatever you said.
No, but
he don't give a fuck.
The
difference is every other president was presidential.
Yeah.
Even if it was about racism, even if it was about just a small issue, they all had a script that they read from. Yeah. And that's what they stuck to.
But see,
Trump comes up there, I don't see him reading shit. He comes up there, he just going, you know what? Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about black people. I don't care about Indian people. I don't give a fuck about Spanish people. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all motherfuckers.
No, but this is the thing that what you're leaving out of it when you say he's just outspoken. But when you look at his policies, or even when you look at Nixon, they say the same thing. It's just Trump is not speaking in codes. Nixon is speaking in codes.
That's why I say it's different.
So when Nixon was saying law and order, and you got Donald Trump saying the same thing, it's still along the lines of race. When they're discussing it, it's just that Nixon ain't gonna say that blatantly.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying.
It was a hidden agenda.
If I say I'm gonna slap you and he gonna say something like I'm gonna strike
like you said,
it's the same
no,
thing.
No, but what I'm saying to you is the difference is he's talking directly to. He dumbed it down so the most minute person understands exactly where he's coming from. You get what I'm saying?
The least intellectual person.
You don't even exactly. You don't have to have an inkling of any. You know
be a
where
baby.
You fuck with him or you fuck with him. Yeah. And this is my thing. And again, he's more of an opportunist. He want everything to cater to him. He don't give a fuck about the country. He don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
Numbers is what he cares about.
That's why I think he's a different president. Other presidents kind of cared. No
president
they cared. No, they cared about their race being the powerful race and meaning the race meaning the wealthy, not this anymore. The wealthy. Yep. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but now Trump is he don't even care about the other wealthy motherfucker. That's what I'm
but
trying
see,
to say. He care about only
But
him.
at the end of the day, that's your perspective on Donald Trump.
No, that's
the
why I
way
said
you
I,
feel.
that's why I said
Right,
that. I
right.
said I feel that way.
Right, that's
That's
your
what I
opinion,
started
yeah.
it off with. I just
Absolutely.
feel like he don't give a fuck about anybody but himself. I don't care. Because listen, Omarosa was his Ace Boone Coon.
Yeah.
Ace Boone Coon when he first got elected. This bitch was telling us to dance and cucaracha with this motherfucker and do everything, right? Soon as she left, this bitch is a fucking tramp. I don't know what she's
Well, you
talking
can't-
about.
but you
This,
know,
this,
but
that,
you
da, da, da,
can't-
da. And
but you
no,
can't
and not
fault
only,
Trump for
not
that.
only, not only her. He did that to what's the other guy? The head of the FBI. Get him the fuck out of here. He don't know what the fuck he's
forgot
talking
more.
about. I forgot his name, but he told him to get the fuck up out of here too, because he wasn't aligning with what I said.
No, it
That's
wasn't
what I'm
that.
saying.
He was investigating
The Russia
Russian
shit.
affairs,
But what
yeah.
I'm saying to you is he put him in there.
No, he didn't. He was already there.
I thought
Obama
he put him in there. Oh, okay, my bad. Then I take that back. I wasn't informing that. I thought that was his man.
No. He put.
So who was the one that was that went to court and he was basically he's the one who started the investigations.
Yeah, that
because he
was-
was talking. He was Trump's man at first though. Because he was down with it. Because he was the one in the meetings with Trump's son. Because his
I'm letting y'all
son,
know
his
I'm not
son
a
was the
politics
dude.
person.
His son was
Not
was
Paul
the-
Manafort.
Not at all.
Yes. Ain't that his
him,
man?
Yeah, that was
And-
his
and
man.
then
But
he
he wasn't
turned
the
on
head
him.
of the. He wasn't head of the FBI.
Okay,
He was a part
but-
of the campaign.
Okay, all right. So he's part of the campaign, but then he turned on him soon as Manafort
they-
went up and said, "All right, yeah, you got us. I took the
but
son
who-
over here,
See, this is the
and this is
problem.
what this is the move
This
we
is the
bust."
problem with the hypocrisy in the country.
Mm-hmm.
They will sit here and say when black people are committing crimes and they don't snitch, oh, they got no snitching
Right,
rule.
right, right,
Oh,
right,
that's
right. Mm-hmm.
bad for the community. And then turn around and then they, when you got Trump criticizing, oh, he's a turncoat and stuff.
right. That's what I'm
Nobody
saying.
likes snitches.
Exactly.
Hell no.
You know, I don't care
Hell
who
no.
it is. The police
You're right.
don't like
You're right.
snitches.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
Criminals
You're right.
don't like snitches.
Yeah.
Nobody. You don't even like your own family. If they tell
Absolutely.
you son. So
Oh, we all went through that. We all went through that.
Yeah,
we
but
be
the
a
thing
child
is-
and
but
then
my
you.
thing is
But
this.
I say even though it's the hypocrisy of the country, I think we still should ought to maintain some consistency.
Exactly.
On our view of it. Just because we know that they're hypocrites doesn't mean that I'm gonna say, no, what I'm gonna turn hypocrite just to point that Trump is being phony. And so I understand why he's criticizing Omarosa and Paul Manafort and his lawyer if they turn cold on him, because nobody likes snitching whatsoever.
No.
I understand, but at the same time, look at what he was doing to her or doing to them.
What
He
you
was putting them under the bus for his fucking shit.
No, they jumped out.
They did.
Omarosa
No,
They
started
bailed
doing
shit.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. She did jump out the window for him, but
No, I'm talking about she
And-
jumped
and-
out as far as releasing those.
you know why though?
secret
Because they
conversations.
fired her.
So what?
and
It's a
she
part of
didn't-
you fired plenty of people
No,
in
you're right.
administration.
I understand, right? But then you got to understand if I'm the one who helped you, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they didn't even want to help you, and then you gonna shit on me, and fire me.
She didn't. She was supposed to be the outreach towards the black community.
Exactly.
She
And
didn't,
she didn't
bring in
perform her
no
job.
jobs.
Right.
She ain't bringing. 'Cause
Okay, I
black
can
people are
understand.
just not going to vote Republican, especially under the certain sets of policies that they endorse and stuff.
Right,
For
right.
one, when you for tax cuts for the rich, and
Mm-hmm.
let's just say they for tax cuts.
They was telling us.
Or if you
Thank you for that. I
you
can barely
support
read it though.
Support wars and stuff. People
Mm-hmm.
are black people are just don't care about foreign intervention like that.
Right.
So
You
the
right-
problem,
you right
but the
about
thing
that.
is, the problem with the Republican Party is black people are still conservative and share certain views of Republicans as far as when it comes to gays.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the only thing that we probably disagree with is less government involvement.
Right.
I don't know.
And taxing money and all that.
Well-
That's why I always loved Ron Paul, because he was consistent. When I started learning about Malcolm X and the Black Panthers, I hate the FBI.
Right,
I,
right.
I don't like the CIA. So
Right.
when he came along as a conservative and said we're gonna cut
Filter
down
this shit out and get this shit
rid
out.
of
Yeah.
downsize the FBI
Right.
and get rid of the CIA,
Right.
people will support that. But
Right, right.
the problem with the Republican Party, they so hell bent on racial matters.
Oh, his thing is up. It was up because we almost over an hour. We all gonna be up in a
Well,
second.
listen.
Go ahead.
I wanted to say one thing. Did you guys hear about the political outviews? How Trump wants to across the board hire the gratuitous employee rate from between $10 an hour to $10 to $15 an hour, depending on where you're at. For like waitresses and stuff like that, so they're not getting $5 or $6 an hour.
See, this is the thing that
You mean-
So they're
You
basically
mean
like
tax gratuity?
he wants to give them
like
more money, basically.
No, that's
basically give
me
them 10
increasing
cents per
minimum-
hour.
Yeah,
10
increasing the
cents per
minimum
hour.
wage.
No, not the minimum wage. Because people that are waitresses or
That's what I'm
waiters,
saying, for them.
they only get like $5, $6 an
Yeah,
Yeah,
hour.
for them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
across the board, it's $10, $11 an hour
I understand what you're saying.
for the minimum wage.
That's
No,
what
but
we're
see,
saying.
fucked up.
This is why I say I always love Ron Paul, because he said that it didn't make no sense. I didn't even know until he mentioned it that they was taxing tips. Like, how do you tax tips?
It's crazy.
That to me is fucked up.
Like the
That's
only
fucked
reason
up.
for the waitresses to get paid lower because they make more money off of their tips, but the
Right.
government cut in and said
Still
we're gonna
tax that.
we
Yeah,
gonna
so it's
tax
like
that.
you fucked anyway.
Right.
You damned if you do, you damned
That's
if
why
you
I don't even like giving waitresses
go off.
using debit cards and stuff
It's about to
because
go off.
All right, well, you know what? We talked so long, we about to run out of time, so he's cutting off there. But we still live on YouTube and we still live on the audio, so we just gonna
Yeah.
have to cut from those.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. See us on thisis247.com. We out.
That's right. Peace and blessings.
The Keys and Dart Podcast.